When World War II erupted, a new kind of battlefield emerged, one fought in the shadows with secrets, not soldiers. The British Special Operations Executive, or SOE, was created to wage this secret war, tasked with setting Europe ablaze from within. The SOE needed agents who could blend in and quickly realized women were uniquely suited for the job. In occupied Europe, women could move more freely, pass through checkpoints, and carry messages with less suspicion. The enemy underestimated them, seeing only harmless civilians, an assumption the SOE turned into a weapon. These women weren't just couriers, they were highly trained operatives, mastering explosives, Morse code, and silent combat. They came from all walks of life, united by a fierce determination to fight tyranny. Leaving behind their ordinary lives, they adopted new identities and faced immense danger. Their courage and skill shattered gender barriers and redefined what it meant to be a soldier. Operating alone, they relied on their wits and the loyalty of local resistance networks. For too long, their stories were hidden in classified files. Today, we reveal the extraordinary impact of these unsung heroines. Virginia Hall, an American journalist and amputee, refused to let anything stop her from fighting the Nazis. Rejected by the U.S. Foreign Service, she joined the SOE and was sent to Lyon, France, under the codename Marie. Her mission: build and coordinate resistance networks, moving through occupied France with her prosthetic leg, Cuthbert. Virginia became a master of disguise, outsmarting the Gestapo at every turn, even fooling them as an elderly milkmaid. Her network grew so effective that Gestapo chief Klaus Barbie called her the most dangerous Allied spy. When the Gestapo closed in, she escaped over the Pyrenees in winter, enduring agony but never giving up. Safe in Spain, she joined the American OSS and demanded to return to France. Back behind enemy lines, she led guerrilla units, directing sabotage that crippled German operations. Virginia Hall's grit and cunning made her a legend among the resistance, and a nightmare for the Nazis. Her story is one of relentless defiance against impossible odds. Noor Inayat Khan, born into Indian royalty and a pacifist by faith, seemed an unlikely spy, but her belief in freedom led her to the SOE, where her fluency in French and radio skills made her indispensable. Sent to Paris as a radio operator, Noor became the last link between London and the shattered French resistance after her network was betrayed. Ordered to return, she refused, knowing her comrades depended on her. For months, Noor operated alone, constantly on the run, transmitting vital intelligence while evading the Gestapo. Eventually betrayed, she was arrested and endured brutal captivity, never revealing secrets. She made daring escape attempts and resisted every interrogation. Classified as a highly dangerous prisoner, Noor was executed at Dachau in 1944. Her last word was liberté, freedom. Noor's sacrifice is a powerful symbol of courage in the face of evil. Her quiet strength kept hope alive for the resistance. Her legacy endures as a beacon of bravery. Nancy Wake, an Australian journalist in Marseille, became one of the most feared resistance leaders in France. Using her charm and cunning, she helped hundreds escape the Nazis, earning the Gestapo's nickname, the White Mouse. With a massive bounty on her head, she evaded capture and fled to London, where she joined the SOE. Trained in sabotage and guerrilla warfare, Nancy parachuted back into France before D-Day to lead the Maquis resistance. She fought alongside her men, led daring raids, and once cycled 500 kilometers through enemy territory to restore contact with London. Nancy was a ruthless fighter, even killing an SS sentry with her bare hands during a raid. Her leadership tied down thousands of German troops, aiding the Allied invasion. After the war, she became one of the most decorated servicewomen in history. Nancy Wake's audacity and courage inspired an army and changed the course of the war. Her story is a saga of adventure and defiance. She proved one person's bravery can ignite a movement. The stories of Virginia Hall, Noor Inayat Khan, and Nancy Wake redefined what it meant to be a warrior. These women shattered expectations, proving espionage and combat were not just for men. Their intelligence and nerve made them indispensable to the Allied victory. They endured isolation, betrayal, and loss, often at great personal cost. For decades, their contributions were overlooked, but their legacies now challenge us to rethink history. They were pioneers, not just in espionage, but in the fight for equality. Their lives show that courage knows no gender. Today, their stories inspire new generations to defy limitations and fight for justice. The Limping Lady, The Princess Who Spied, and The White Mouse remind us that the brightest lights of heroism often shine in the darkest times. Their courage changed the world, and their legacy endures.